in intensity, in physicality. At Allianz Park earlier today, can Newcastle overcome the odds? Saracens waiting in the final next Saturday. First touch for Henry Slade. Big wide poised. And the possession game begins. Exeter Chiefs, masters of the multi-phase. Content to hold on to the ball, ask serious questions of the opposition defence. Gonover getting an early touch which will please Newcastle but afforded no space. Cooper.
Not with the hands, not with your hands.
It's there for
Not
Young.
with your hands, that's what I said.
Partially blocked by Lees, and Woodburn has it. Woodburn is off. Such a great start to the season, Ollie Woodburn. A little lull mid-season, prolific in those early matches as they move the ball into a little bit of space in the midfield. This is Sam Hill. Simmons to his older brother Sam. Those campaigns that he won't forget. Sam Simmons. Hepburn too has broken through this season. There it is for Joe Simmons once more. Lockie Turner. Last game for the Chiefs either this weekend or next. Johnny Hill on the move. Noel. Jack Noel looking to target those big front five forwards, but Scott Wilson equal to the task this time. Armand carries up. Simmons for Slade. Hill out to Woodburn. Newcastle defence very strong, powerful. Driving Woodburn back and driving Exeter back behind halfway. 10th phase of possession. Not getting a whole lot of change out of the Falcons at the moment.
Yeah, really good patient defence, you've got to say, from them. Exeter playing into the wind, knowing that kicking's not really an option, so it's so important they stay onside, massive line speed, and keep Exeter shut out. 12 phases, and they're going backwards as it stands.
Yeah, they're comfortable, aren't they? They're just patient, they're just looking for a penalty opportunity. Falcons making a mistake, maybe competing a little bit too hard at the breakdown.
Show from Simmons as he explodes onto the ball. That very much the trademark of the Exeter number 8. Slade for Noel. Armand has got Lees out there on the wing. Tackled well by Matabesi. Hepburn driven back by Gary Graham. Straight up into his face. Slade again. Stepping. Still it's kept alive. Still the Chiefs bustle forwards. The first meaningful break of the afternoon. Ewers to Lees to White. Turner. 19 phases and now progress. Genuine progress from Exeter. White to Slade, cutting a nice line, but Callum Green is there waiting for him. Noel. Exeter setting out their stall in these early skirmishes. These Simmons, Slade, Turner closing in on the 22. Third phase of possession.
It's amazing because they will deliberately not try and throw any miracle passes unless that pass is on to put someone through a hole, and they'll just lull you into a false sense of security. But they've gradually moved up the field. When Mickey Young had an opportunity to bury them back into their own 22, it got charged down, they got the ball back, and they're just controlling the ball into this wind, running down the clock. That's 5 minutes gone without the Falcons really seeing the ball. Now they get their first shot, but brilliant by Henry Slade.
Newcastle's been so comfortable. Look how quickly he just comes off his left, big right foot handoff, and then offload away to another danger runner. Those two combined in the middle of the pitch trying to pick people off comes to devastating effect. But for Newcastle,
the pressure, I know the game only just started, you have to take them and make Exeter camp down in their own 22.
Ball claimed at the line out by Evan Olmsted, Canadian international. Falcons this afternoon. Early tester for Woodburn.
Advantage high. Just on the
High tackle, so the advantage with the home side here. Noel with Chris Harris up quickly.
just over the shoulder. As he fell, over the shoulder.
It's very, very harsh.
That's tough, but there's this kind of zero.
Just such a strong red ball. Great steal. It's Callum Green, the battle we talked about. But the wind, Toby Flood was struggling to get his kicks at goal in warm-up over from just outside his 22. It is very strong behind the Falcons' back.
Woodburn taking on the Newcastle defenders. The ball dislodged, but again the tackle adjudged high by Matthew Carley. So here's an indicator of the elements of the Exeter Chiefs in this first half. It is
10 points at half time. I tell you what, they've got a mountain to climb in the second half.
Simmons on the ball, Ewers on the ball, back to his best. Dave Ewers in the last few weeks, you feel. Double pump of the ball from Hill. Simmons finding Woodburn. The tackle started from Harris. He may have stolen the ball in the process. It's been snaffled back by the Chiefs, and here's Johnny Hill.
It was a knock-on, wasn't it, Ben?
Well, yeah, I think Harris played it when he was on the floor, to be honest. I think he'd be quite happy that wasn't given.
Slade hits Lees in space. And again, it's Simmons on the shoulder. Wonderful support work from the Exeter number 8. White digging for it. Ewers. Falcons resolute in defence. Cowan Dickey pulls forwards now. Wriggles his way onto the 22-metre line. Ewers again, all about that for an offload. Armand is there. Simmons keeping those defenders close to the ruck, honest. Reese. Cowan Dickey for Slade.
Advantage black. Advantage not on Newcastle.
Thomas
Yeah,
Francis
advantage over.
to the short side. White. Slade. Lees again. He's had a busy old time of it in the opening 8 or 9 minutes. And another penalty
It's not part of the tackle, holding on.
going the Falcons' way. Chiefs not releasing. And that's a couple of times now they've got down into the business area. And a bit more ground gain this time from the relieving kick hand. Joel Hobson injured. And big games need big
White causes the spill, and the Chiefs look to use their forwards to build the pressure again.
Woodburn. Involved a lot early on. Johnny Hill, the inside ball for a turn coming flying through. Yet again, a penalty against the Chiefs.
Same thing, the Falcons very sharp, although
Another back rower, isn't he? Auxiliary back rower, Carl Cooper.
Would dictate that Newcastle are beating you in that area.
Line out possession for the Falcons, but Matthew Carley doesn't like
Line
it.
out, please. Set.
Created the same number of opportunities on the penalty count that the Chiefs have, and Exeter have another advantage here. Sam Lockwood singled out
season. But the reason for that is they like to get it in and out as quickly as they can. I don't think they're particularly into this one.
finds his man. I think he's heading off to South Africa with England. Fine time since shaking off injury earlier in the season. The Chiefs quietly heading upfield. Simmons, Slade back against the grain, and now Nick White is jinking. Hepburn ever willing on the carry. Kyle Cooper with the tackle. Lees for Armand. Simmons latched on. Turner takes it at the second attempt. Hepburn again, colliding with Olmsted. Slade, Ewers, muscle power being thrown at the Falcons thick and fast at the moment. Simmons. Penalty Exeter.
Must move. He can't make the ball. He doesn't move early enough.
Falcons this time not rolling away.
If you land there, you must move quicker before the jack.
So the first chance at points for Joe Simmons. It should be a straightforward kick, but given the wind, nothing is easy this afternoon from the tee. Chiefs up and running. Bountiful possession. 93% of it so far. Only 3 points to show for it, but they're on the ball.
Yeah, impressive from the Chiefs. From the Falcons' perspective now, accuracy key. Flood has to get this down into the Chiefs' 22. They have to try and keep the home side down here and contained. Some pressure of their own on the game.
Inside. Use it!
White will not be rushed. We're watching it carefully, and Hammersley it is who comes in to claim it. Made that all his own. Young from Green. A few moments of time on the ball for the Falcons. Flood, oh, he slipped past the tackle of Hill and was dragged down by Slade. It's gone forwards. So another examination of this Newcastle
All of you need to be higher. All of you.
front row. No
That
John
means going
Welsh,
a little bit closer.
who would perhaps normally be occupied.
Fine. Set. Steady, steady, steady.
Chiefs dictation there. It's there for White. A decent platform to run off. Simmons for Tennant, Woodburn, Goniger is there.
Not now.
Simmons, Hill. Just checks his run and stutters into Scott Wilson. Simmons for Francis now. Hammers his way into Matamesi, former Exeter Chief, of course, had a couple of seasons down here. White, or has he lost it, or has he reclaimed it? It's Exeter ball, but Newcastle might feel a little aggrieved at that. What's your take, Ben? It's not a pretty scene at the moment, is it?
Be more than happy.
Fine. Set.
The scrum, when it does stay up, looks an area of security for Exeter. A little bit of space here for Noel. Digs it over the top of Wilson. Sonotti is back.
Good contest. Now step back.
The Falcons have done well.
Use it.
Good chase from Exeter. It's
Mickey.
there for Michael Young now. Hope to get a little bit of distance.
Pressure, 91% possession from Exeter, plenty of territory as well.
Hill, Simmons, Noel. Just sniffing, isn't he? Jack Noel. Taskmaster seeking out those holes where seemingly there aren't any. Woodburn gathers the wide one. Goniger goes low. Lewis straightens on halfway. Simmons, Hill, Noel again. Mark Wilson, ready and waiting. Simmons, tackled by Cooper. Simmons, nice transfer from Turner to Woodburn. Very impressive Newcastle defending at the moment. Handling everything that the champions are throwing at them.
All release. No three.
Communication key as they look to come up in that flat press. Hill, Armand, Simmons, White, Hill again. Wilson shaken off the first time, goes back in for a second but Armand on the carry. This is better from Exeter as the momentum swings behind them. Simmons, Slade, a little static, a little lateral, Woodburn.
And I think they're happy to be static and lateral as long as they've got hold of the ball, because an opportunity will present itself. Someone will make an error defensively.
Simmons pulls it back for Noel. Young loses his footing. Flood just about does enough to bring the attack to a halt. Simmons, awful lot of tackles going in from the Falcons at this point. Simmons again. Slade. Plays number 17.
Let him go, 12, move!
Armand the latest.
Not on his feet.
White. Slade. Ewers. Hogg. Resolute. Noel. Again beyond 20 phases. Exeter. White. Simmons. It's too high, says Matthew Carley. Penalty on its way. Slade. Woodburn. Opens it up. Turner. Still with the advantage here, Exeter.
Still advantage.
Ewers. Now camped deep inside the 22. And back we go as Hogg spoils at the breakdown. So patience ultimately rewarded with the penalty.
He just wants to have a word with Newcastle. Not the first high challenge.
3 high tackles, although they're just over the shoulder. With the player falling, we've had 3. The height of the tackle must change, is my interpretation.
Decided on driving. They changed hotels, Newcastle. Kept coming here, kept staying in the same hotels, kept losing. So Dino decided that there would be a change of venue this time around.
This is no
Change of result. Three more from the boot of Joe Simmons against the wind with a whole pile of possession.
Hill first, then Armand just dropping that shoulder, picking out the smaller players. Noel stepping into their head just as Toby Flood thought he'd set for the tackle. What's also evident is Nick White's just starting to have a little sniff in and around the breakdown, looking for tired Falcons forwards in and around that guard area.
Never onside.
Good carry from Slade off the restart. Falcons have strayed offside.
Whereby every bit of inch or anything, possession you have to fight for, and then why you just kick.
To Johnny Hill.
One stop.
It's with Dickey. The tail. Gary Graham been given his marching orders. Away come the Chiefs again. Simmons, Woodburn, Harris chasing. Good tackle.
I tell you what, that's an absolutely brilliant tackle, and he gets that wrong, that seatbelt tackle. I think someone's going into the bin, so wonderful defensive work from Chris Harris there.
Simmons, Sam Hill. Falcons through the 100 tackle mark. Hepburn. We're back in familiar territory with the power runners. The fleet-footed guys like Noel and Woodburn being freed up. Simmons. Hill, surrounded by Falcon shirts. Lockwood piles in hard. Zand. Remotely complicated at the moment from Exeter. Hard, straight running,
7 away.
continuous and relentless.
Stay down 3.
Cowan-Dickey. There's a second go. Looks like we've got a man down. Is that Scott Wilson who's injured? It might be. Simmons. Wriggling into the 22. Oh, that's quite magnificent. Turner is there. White along the ground. Was that a deliberate knock-on from Newcastle? This could spell trouble for the Falcons.
Diving through the ruck.
It's Olmsted.
You're allowed to pull it back towards yourself, but you're not allowed to play the 9 in and around the breakdown, are you?
Not today, he's not getting away with it. Yellow for Olmsted. Falcons down to 14. More trouble with Scott Wilson down on the deck.
They're kicking a goal.
What about this from Simmons?
Kick a goal.
Brilliant footwork and pace, and then he gets away with the offload.
Today's film is sponsored by Samsung.
So 3 more from Simmons, who's a little darting break, set up the field position. And there is a problem here in the front row for Newcastle. Scott Wilson, who's had a terrible time of it with injuries. 18 months out with knee trouble, and then a further 6 weeks at the start of this season. And it looks like he will play no further part in this afternoon's activities. Davy Wilson will come on in his place. He's been on the sidelines injured up until a fortnight ago. So the resources being stretched a little bit on the tight head.
It's really tough, especially in that tight 5. They've had Exeter Chiefs, have had this send-to-see in that scrum area. So David Wilson, he's got a huge job to do, not only to be able to see out the remaining 50 minutes of this game, but also steady the scrum.
So Steve Wayne Barnes will be with us for that, ahead of the Premiership final. Quite obviously the medics, Olmsted with a new contract.
Of the fact that he is carrying closer in around the break, tightening up in the hamstring. Billy Wunapola obviously had hamstring issues leading up to the game this week, and he looked like he had a slight tweak in the first semi-final.
You wonder if it's just the hot conditions first game back. You're hoping it's just nothing more than just cramp there. It's interesting, the conversation about players who should tour Six Nations, Autumn Internationals is always far greater in this country because of the amount of the size of the playing more than we have.
To be continued, no doubt. In the meantime, a round of applause for Scott Wilson, and we wish him a speedy recovery. Every care being taken. Very unfortunate end to a very big day in the lives of each and every Newcastle Falcons player. So, Davy Wilson on a tight head, and we're underway again, and Johnny Hill is riding the tackle on the 22. Hepburn.
It's another slightly high shot. I know Hepburn was starting to fall, but just need to be careful. They've been spoken to as a team about it.
White, ball hanging in the breeze. It's gone forwards from Sinotti. Ewers has it for Exeter. Big net gain of 30 metres or so. Slade gathers it from Simmons. Gets it away to Turner. The handling of Slade today, very slick. Perhaps the front runner for the 13th shirt on that tour of South Africa. Armand wrestling.
He's got to play for me.
Simmons for Cowan-Dickey at pace. Good punch from the hooker. Simmons, no. Young dismissed. Matanesi not quite so easily dispatched.
It's Paul Moore.
That's great work from the Falcons.
I think Carly's
Gonava's not carried the ball yet. We've had no Sonotti on the ball yet. We know how dangerous they could be. You've got to be able to hold the ball for long enough to get them in the game.
Straight in and straight out. That scrum time. Not hanging about. They are under pressure there. Floods seen a lot of space in behind Noel, but he needed the bounce, and he hasn't got it.
I'm surprised they're kicking second, third phase. I don't get it. You've not had the
Illustration of that. Sonotti yet to carry the ball for the Falcons. Gonava's only had it for the restarts as well. It's gone forwards. I believe they've changed their mind. The officials said the ball is coming wide to Slade. Little dummy, and he's half through the hole. Hepburn, Hill, could do with some support. Noel is in there. Ewers, picked up by Simmons. Woodburn for Simmons. Into flood. Yeah. Driving through the halfbacks, Don Armand. Woodburn chasing hard after this. Hammersley, solid. There's Gonava. Graham. Gonava failed to pick it. It's gone forwards, and it's a very different scenario, this one, to much of the season for Nicky Gonava. He's been starved the ball, he's come hunting for tries in the campaign. At the age of 34, he's going some. Incredible campaign he's had. What a signing he's been for Dean Richards. I mean, we saw
he can do it all, but we see one team playing a huge amount of confidence, and we see another team who aren't able to play their game and looking massively unconfident.
Again, Falcons having the screw turned on them at scrum time. Exeter and the penalty as a result.
what they've been tasked to do, keep the ball in. Simmons and White in no hurry to get it out.
And another 3 minutes to go on the sin bidding. Evan Olmsted.
Because they get their energy out of their attack as much as they love the collisions, winning turnover ball, all the rest of it. If you've not had the ball...
Way forward, they should take solace and comfort and confidence from that this season. David Wilson is now all fingers and thumbs, and Jack Noel has it for Exeter. Next piece. Sent that to nobody in particular. Simmons gathers and now Turner. Oh, the intercept from Gonava. Woodburn is there. The kick is punched direct. Floated passes down that flank this afternoon. Few and Nick White. Mitch Lees gathers it in this time for Exeter. A couple of minutes to go to the... Simmons. This pass for Turner in space. Harris on the chase. Turner goes with it. Wonderful pace from Turner. Hammersley snares his man. Quick ball the Chiefs. Ewers powers forwards. Woodburn within 5. Cowan-Dickey, Hepburn. Meaningful stuff this from the Exeter Chiefs.
Numbers left.
Through the middle they go. Over they go.
Stunning score.
Finished by the power of Luke Cowan-Dickey. Started by a wonderful break from Lockie Turner. Scorch marks across Sandy Park.
Yes, searing break. How about this for an offload from Ewers though? Bides his time, puts it round the back and still gets it off the floor. Keeps the move alive, keeps the momentum going. And then Newcastle have lost all their defenders. One more hit up the middle. And there's a gaping overlap out wide.
Is it Toby Ford? So Juan Pablo Cecina will come on for the time being. In the process of throwing his body on the line. Hugo.
Expect to see a real hard blitz of this, and it's just too simple. And just allows, they all just sit off, and it allows Lockie Turner to attack them because they're all running back towards 16 points up.
Brilliant attack that was from Johnny Hill.
Brilliant, because coaches always talk about getting your basics right after you've scored and making sure you don't give the opportunity for 3 points to go against you. It's a brilliant take, really well set up.
It's a couple of matches back, didn't they, to gather it in. This is Cowan-Dickey. It's there now for Ewers. Last few seconds of this first half. First half that has been entirely dominated by the defending champions. They have just not allowed the Falcons a sniff. Not a sniff. 92% possession in that first half. Exeter against the wind. They've just got to find a way to use it, Hugo.
Absolutely, 16-0 down. I think you're looking at the top try scorer in the league. The other one, Sinotti, scored try of the season. So they're not down and out as far as bleak as the scoreline looks like, because they've got a serious amount of firepower.
Decent surge from Gary Graham. In the early exchanges of this second half, maybe he can provide the dynamism to get them on the front foot, get them using their possession. The limited scraps of possession that they've had have amounted to nothing. Extraordinary statistics at half time. The tackle count absolutely bonkers. That's ended up going almost backwards from Michael Young. The wind, if anything, has intensified. And they try to play outside of 22. A first touch for Sinotti, but a penalty resulting to the Exeter Chiefs. Well, once he's got his hands on it, he didn't want to let go.
Bar the Graham carry, it's worrying. He got the ball back. Hammersley got it slightly surprised, gives it to Sinotti, and he gets turned over.
You look up there like I did, and the sun goes in.
Well, this is the danger from Newcastle.
Cowan-Dickey, the league's best exponents, accuracy-wise at the line-out, have secured the ball. They are bearing down on the line. Hill lays it back. Hepburn. There's Simmons alongside him. Become expert at that latch with the ball carrier, just to provide the extra shunt, the extra momentum. Johnny Hill is that's been coughed up in possession, and Hogg has it for Newcastle. So the Falcons let off the hook. From the in-goal area they go. Maybe the message. Have a crack.
Knock an advantage over. Use it.
Lockwood, who's been tireless defensively. He's put in 19 tackles already, the loose head prop for Newcastle. 154 for the team, up against 13 for the Exeter Chiefs during the course of this contest so far. Young has given that a little bit of extra thump because of the wind. Turner, though, is doing his job expertly, and away he comes. Simmons, that's loose, and Gonover saw it again. The eyes lit up. He couldn't quite grasp it.
Oh, it's the second time, isn't it? McGonover's had a sniff. This just wouldn't post straight into the arms of Gonover and Slade.
First little suggestion of an error from Joe Simmons, who's barely put a foot wrong since he's been picked by Rob Baxter, eased into this setup, this winning setup. He's yet to lose a Premiership match, and Simmons here being hit by Flood. Runner Sam collects. Clear act's a decent one, but Nick White dithering for a moment, knocked forwards though by Newcastle. Flood doesn't think. Chiefs ball. So they can exert the pressure. Strong wind behind them, remember.
Use it!
Simmons controlling.
Use it!
Young trying to disrupt the ball via the boots. Here's Slade. Nice from Slade. Brilliant. Turner's there.
Off feet, fine, let it go! Did you went off your feet? You went off your
Falcons
feet.
off their feet. Chiefs with the advantage. Hill. Battered by Kyle Cooper, back for the penalty.
That's a lovely little inside ball. It's an area they've targeted throughout the game. That inside ball, trying to catch those secondary defenders so that Slade attacks the back.
Into space. Take this opportunity from Joe Simmons. This time, riding the winds, and Exeter extend their lead, 19 points to 0. Pensive look, plenty to do, shots to be fired. Hammersley, their chance of a little gallop. There's one into Mitchell East.
7-7.
Gonover.
I think that's what Dean Richards will want to see. Nicky Gonover coming off his room. He won't want to off his wing. He won't want to see this. Head injury. Yeah, just as he dipped into that contact.
You went to clear.
They just have to smash into the Ewer's knee. Some third element of this collision. It's Lees and Simmons, and then Ewers. I think he might have made contact with his head on the knee of Dave Ewers. They've already had their
Newcastle scrum last.
Thought that he lost consciousness. But interestingly, the Falcons are also warming up Mililato to give them a bit more bite in the breakdown.
all kinds of body at scrub time. And Gonover's just been stripped by Nick White. Not going Gonover's way this afternoon. Simmons tucks it in behind Gonover and Hammersley, which is saying quite a lot for Newcastle, Lugo, because we're not seeing them as we've been used to seeing them play through the course of this season.
Yeah, we were discussing at half-time in terms of the people that give them energy. Sonotti, Gonover, that have not been in the game, they often make something happen, give you that spark. But just, unfortunately, they're just not in the game, are they?
Leave the nine.
Exeter's possessions drop below the 90% mark, though, so they'll be concerned about that. At this point, Woodburn looking to pump up the percentages. Very well taken. There are a few better players in the Premiership under the high ball. Simmons this time smashed in the tackle again. It's Lockwood and Wilson combining. Lees perhaps wasn't expecting that one.
No, off feet, let it go. Let it go.
Another penalty.
No clear.
for Exeter.
He called off the, didn't he? But for me,
After them all in one go, soon to appear. Joe Simmons calmly going about his business. And Exeter seemingly on course for the final against Saracens.
we had 4 Falcons substitutions made.
So we have Rob Vickers, Santi Sassino, Nili Latu and Tony Takalua on for Newcastle. Slade in the meantime on a little rummage over the 22. Hepburn seems to have taken a leaf out of the Sam Simmons book of carrying. Just immediately explodes into that ball. There's plenty of power and plenty of momentum.
Yep.
Right. There's Lee backpedaling. That's
Not on the floor yet.
one of those days.
To the likes of Dean Rich.
He looked up. That's where the knock-on came. An opportunity for
Slow down. All folded in.
Chiefs front row to turn the screw again. Really put pressure on Davy Wilson, the new man.
To 36 to 12 seasons with Newcastle. This time, a scrum penalty goes Newcastle's way. Casino for Green. Takalua picked up by Flood, and it's Latu on the charge. Defended by Joe Simmons that time. Matavesi, Flood again, and now Gonover. Zinotti, eager to make up for lost time. Extraordinary start of his. Flood, Assassino. Takalua, more urgency to the Falcons plan now that Gary Graham bundled backwards by Don Armand and Mitch Lees. It's the most phases that the Falcons have been through in the course of 54 minutes. Flood looking for options. Graham is the option. Latu. Guaranteed to bring the energy, bring that dynamism. Those final games for the Falcons, the penalty award today. Another very high-class performance, and he's been putting them in, week out. So Hammersley off and take on. And a head injury assessment from Mitch Lees. And Sam's front row this time for Exeter. Two new props, Moon and Holt replacing Hepburn and Francis. Plenty on their feet for those two. In the meantime, Olmsted with line-out ball for Newcastle. Inside the 22, they're approaching, but now or never time for the Falcons. For Sassino. So important, rare possession.
This is one thing Falcons have done really well all year. Look at the body heights. Exceptionally good. Much better than the one the Chiefs did in the first half. They need to keep that momentum or they're going to lose it.
Take a lure. Flood. Nicely done for Morris. Graham. Again, met with force. Black shirts assembling in a hurry. Latu, though, bundling his way to within 5 metres. Wilson. With the advantage here, Newcastle.
They've got numbers if they go left. Penalty advantage, the one thing you've got is a huge in-goal area. At Exeter, at Sandy Park, they're getting some decent mileage up front.
This is much more like it from the Falcons' perspective. Flood providing the space for Tate. Alex Tate, first touch, dragging Newcastle back into the equation. They seem down and out. They seem dead and buried. Just a flicker of light.
Had some accuracy as well. That was the key, wasn't it? Some good play, interplay with the forwards. Then Flood gets that offload away. Harris does really well to control his feet and slow his foot speed to not drift in front of Flood. And then Ormsted with a great line to hold those initial defenders. Flood just puts it in behind him. A good team try, shows what the Falcons can achieve when they have that accuracy, the driving play, intermingled with some good offloading.
Kick remarkably charged down. You don't see that too often. Lockie Turner, one of the quickest men in Premiership rugby, and displaying it right there. Extraordinary.
I'll tell you what, an illustration of
changes to the front row this time for Exeter. Continue Brooks, Moon and Holmes replacing Hepburn and Francis. Plenty on their feet for those two. In the meantime, Olmsted with line-out ball for Newcastle. Inside the 22, we're approaching the now or never time for the Falcons. So important, rare possession.
This is one thing Falcons have done really well all year. Look at the body heights, exceptionally good, much better than the one the Chiefs did in the first half. They need to keep that momentum or they're going to lose it.
Flood, nicely done for Harris. Graham, again, met with force. Black shirts assembling in a hurry. Latu, though, bundling his way to within 5 metres. Wilson. With the advantage here, Newcastle.
they've got numbers if they go left. Penalty advantage, the one thing you've got is a huge in-goal area. At Exeter, at Sandy Park, they're getting some decent mileage up front.
This is much more like it from the Falcons' perspective. Flood providing the space for Tate. Alex Tate, first touch, dragging Newcastle back into the equation. They seem down and out. They seem dead.
Play, interplay with the forwards. Then Flood gets that offload away. Harris does really well to control his feet and slow his foot speed to not drift in front of Flood. And then Ormsted with a great line the Falcons can achieve when they have that accuracy, the driving play, intermingled with some good offloading.
Kick remarkably charged down. You don't see that too often. Lockie Turner, one of the quickest men in Premiership rugby.
This Exeter team have done, they've just been far more urgent and far more accurate in everything they've done today.
Whilst it might not prove critical in the final analysis here in today, that sort of commitment and those sorts of tiny little margins can be the difference between a title or a runners-up spot. Sinotti. I'm trying to remember when the last time I saw that was. Under 8, yeah, it might have been something like that. Incredible pace. Harris bundled backwards.
But the knock-on effect, look at Exeter getting off the line, putting in those hits. There's those little moments within the games that feed energy. I keep talking about this word energy. You can see how hungry Exeter are. A few phases later, they've won the ball back.
Possession is with the Exeter Chiefs. Let's bring in the Director of Rugby, Rob Baxter.
We know we could drive over a big finish from ourselves.
A brief word on your opening half, because of course you were up against a strong wind, but were you pleased with the way everything went in that period?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think we had almost total control of everything in the game, didn't we? I mean,
Woodburn! Exeter have their second, and they look to be heading to Twickenham. Rob, a reaction please. Is that the game, or is there still work to be done?
I think it's obviously going to be a very important score over the course of the game left. Listen, but we're very aware that Newcastle have scored multiple points very, very quickly, so the important thing for us now is to lock down and keep working hard. It's a hard
It's your time, Rob.
Nick White has been absolutely superb in this game. He manufactures it. He's got such good vision of which direction to.
That's a wonderful kick. Stroked it delicately and ensure the Chiefs get full value for the Woodburn score. It's looking like a long way.
I'm a massive fan of Donovan, Premiership player of the season, but in moments like that, when you're big and strong as you are, when you're carrying the ball, you've got to see it the other side. And the desperation we've seen from Rocky Tanner, the accuracy.
Underpass their minds a week forwards to what might be. Still Townsend on scrum half for Exeter. He's done very well to evade the tacklers.
It's another stolen line out that creates this opportunity.
Ewers on the ball.
Move, tackler!
Mountainous in the carry. Hill. She's left from the right for Townsend. This is Skinner. The ball dislodged by the tackle of Latu.
No, 18, no, 18, leave it.
Latu. Try score for Newcastle. 150th Premiership appearance today for Alex Tate. This is Wilson.
Let it go. Ball available.
Flood. Harris. It's on Hill. Simmons alongside him. Flood to Graham. Scenery. Plenty to do.
Tackle, let him go. Use it.
Slade is waiting. And he's bouncing off Sonotti. Townsend. Cheeky little dink over the top. Knowles after it. Just too much. Heading back to New Zealand at the end of the season. A legend in these parts. Record try scorer.
When you're ready, John.
The crusty burger. Slade making way for the end.
Play Newcastle.
Callum Green is off. Will Whitting is on for Newcastle. Townsend. Nicely weighted pass for Ewers to run on to Ewers. Assistance there, but the ball spilt. Jack Yen into Newcastle arms and take these look lively.
Knock on advantage over.
Flood. 15 minutes to play. 24-point deficit. Got to score quick. They've got to score heavy.
Use it.
Got to get out of their 22 first. It's Sonotti driving his way upfield.
No one.
Flood to Ormsted. They'll dribble back in the tackle. Having a hard time escaping that 22.
The Chiefs know that the kick's unlikely to come, so they can just line up the big forwards, bang them back, and have to worry about charging down. And then
Well, it's a thoughtful Dean Richards has signed a new 3-year deal with the Falcons, of course. He knows there is plenty still to do. He was here for Townsend. Armand. Quick ball for Townsend. And here's Walton. What a noise there would be if he managed to cross the whitewash. Townsend to within 6 metres. handle. Quick ball here, Townsend, sniping Townsend! He's got it, you know. That's a fine finish, that really is an outstanding finish.
Whether he's taken him beyond the ground. Yeah, exactly what I thought.
It's going to be checked.
Watched on Armour's right side, clears at Olmsted.
There is fine,
You can
then he moves to the legs, pulls into the ground.
Does he hold on? Yeah, probably does. Maybe Olmsted trips over him a little
clear
bit.
picture of it, agreed. Yeah.
No try. You're not going quickly because we had TMO. No. There's a tackle to the ground which created the hole through the run through. No. He tackled him to the
So
ground.
the intervention of
He then
It's actually one of the.
Sandy Park once again on its feet. And they are very appreciative of Joe Simmons' efforts this afternoon. Gareth Steenson on at fly half. A penalty from the line out for Newcastle. Assured of legendary status, of course, forever and a day after delivering the Premiership title in extra time a year ago. But in Joe Simmons, they've got their few.
swap that recovery drink for a beer.
And a pat on the back from Big Brother as well. I'd like to talk to them in a week and find out all about their dynamic, their family dynamic. Another awkward kick, another brilliant kick. Expert from Exeter. Stu Townsend really making an impact on arrival from the bench, and we're seeing the depth of the squad.
Well, White was totally dominant when he was on the field. I thought White was superb in the first 60 minutes, but Townsend has backed that up and added energy.
A good illustration of exactly how they've driven the standards onwards since winning the title last year. As Noel carries hard, we're just seeing a great depth and an ability to interchange between players, and no loss of quality as a result. Witten, Townsend for Steenson, Hill. Chris Harris has been tireless defensively today.
He's had a brilliant season. It's a bit of a shame that Newcastle are going out like this, regardless of today. The things that potentially winning it back-to-back next week.
crouch. Bind. Set.
With the tomahawk chop in their ears, another big surge from the Chiefs pack. Gonover from a standing start. He's been kept on a very tight leash this afternoon. Magician
Backwards, play on, backwards.
robbed of his tricks. Graham, busy carry, Flood, Tate, Harris, Simotta. Everywhere, black shirts.
Let off 6.
Barely allowing Newcastle to breathe. Sinotti, big fend, taken low. Fine tackle from Skinner, that one.
Tate's been exceptional since he's come on as well. Lovely footwork and offload. Release Sinotti.
Gary Graham over the 10-metre line. Newcastle making decent ground here. Cicino, Latu gathering Sam Hill into the bargain. Cicino again. Low centre of gravity. Hard man to bring down. Tate again offering himself. That looks forwards for a Flood. It was. A lot of hard work. A lot of profit territorially. These little fleeting glimpses of what they are capable of.
It's brilliant by Tate. Stepped one, but they've defended as though their lives were depending on it.
Totally dominant at scrum time. Another penalty resulting. It's moving back to Wellington. We'd like to sign off. Great servant here in Pride. And of course, time of the times. They are successful also. There he is on the ball. Hill. On the top from Whitton. Piling off. He'll be loading up his bus, Doris, for next Saturday's outing. Locked and loaded. Cicino for Gonover. Tate. Sinotti. Just loving the intent from Sinotti. Team going down quite heavily, but always searching for something, as is Latu. Takalua. Flood. Men out to the right. Davy Wilson to the right. Gonover.
Let go, let go.
Cicino. Flood pops it onwards. Harris with a lot to do, and Noel right there to meet him. It's Sinotti again. Oh, he's been able to involve himself an awful lot more than the first half. Olmsted tidying up. Cicino.
Anything that's true.
Back in to compete for the ball.
19-7, yeah.
Just a penalty.
Excellent defenders, the advantage with Newcastle as we enter the last 5 minutes. Quick tap from Takalua. And a rather weary trudge forwards. Not a whole lot of energy there. Cicino. Tate. Wilson. Everywhere they go, there are Chiefs ready and waiting to make the tackle. Cicino.
No six. Thank you, 18.
Flood again. But shaking off the defenders. Sinotti. All the way through Stinson.
Black, no, let it come.
Harry Graham. Very industrious. Flood. Crossfield for Tate in the open expanses of Sandy Park. And he's got another one back. Alex Tate on the occasion of his 150th Premiership appearance. Very lively off the bench. A brace for Tate. Less than 4 minutes remaining. But a little bit of pride salvaged.
It's been brilliant, Tate, since he came on, but he's just let go of it.
Matthew,
We're
we're going to review that. I don't think he knocked it on. Review, please. Full review. Don't think he grounded it, Matthew.
Oh dear.
Review.
I gave him the full Monty as well. I gave him the full flourish.
Didn't give him the full Monty, mate.
No, that's your department.
Coming up on the screen now.
Premiership panel match is not right.
Wing Commander White. Wing Commander match with a magnificent display of facial hair. Penalty here to the Chiefs. Bodies to be repaired after today's activities, but they have not really been tested.
Married up with that, but you're right. It's not really been a full examination of the Exeter Chiefs. They're going to have to work a lot harder next weekend. They've just been brilliant today.
Play on now, play on. First man player on his feet.
Hill for Whitton. Turner involved again. Here's Jack Noel. Lovely stepping from Noel. Exeter on that front foot. Waldron, Steenson, Hill, Woodburn. Sucking in those defenders, Johnny Hill. Holmes, already signed up for more, at the age of 35. Stevenson, Hill again. Woodburn. Combined with Cicino for the tackle. Skinner, one of the new breed. Lovely handling, and Moon is there.
No six!
Still the phase play from the defending champions. The phase play that has seen them dominate the league, seen them dominate this afternoon. Witten, Hill. Once more strong defence from Chris Harris. Steenson, Mike Holmes. Lovely offload, it's Woodruff, needing a step. Tate makes the tackle, but Almonds will put the cherry on the cake and send Exeter to the...
Ball comes out, lovely little offload. He runs great lines, Waldron. That hard line back against the grain, and then he knows there's going to be someone there.
Finishes the job, and the Chiefs will defend their crown. It'll be a battle royal against a hungry Saracen side, but a third consecutive final for Exeter. Disappointment for Dean Richards in Newcastle, just not at the races today. Pummeled in all honesty, and a final score at Sandy Park of Exeter 36, Newcastle 5.
Tactically superb from the Chiefs, and the execution.